Hello everyone. Today we are going to complete the left questions of our exercise 2.5. So let's begin. Question number 2. Write the place value of 2 in the place value of the following number in underline number in the following decimal number. First one 12.56. Here you can see the underline is given on 2. It means we have to find its place value. As we are seeing in the normal numbers that its place values are given as ones, tens, hundreds, but this one is decimal number, so we have to see in decimal number. So before decimal number, the place value is starting from 1. So you can see that here what is the place value of 2? Here ones, tens. It means it is ones. And ones means 2 into 1, which is equal to 2. So the place value of 2 into 1 is 2 here. Second one 31.47. Now you can see that 4 is given after decimal, and we know that after decimal the place value is starting from tens. Tens means 1 by 10. So what is the place value of 4? 4 into 1 by 10, or we can write it as 0.4. Here you can see how many zeros are given. 1 0. It means the decimal will be after one number from the back. So 0.4. So the place value of 4 will be here tens. Tens means 4 by 10 or 0.4. Or you can see here from that in place of 3 1 you have to write here 0.4 directly. Then 53.88. Here you can see the what is the place value of 8 here? Tens, hundreds. Hundreds means 8 upon 100 or 0.08. You can see here in place of 53 you have to write 0 point, and in place of this 8 also write here 0 and this one 8. Or you can see that hundreds means 8 upon 100. So if we, how many zeros are there? 2 zeros. It means from back we have to put decimal after 2 number. So 8, here no any numbers is given, it means we have to put here 0 then 0.0. So the place value of 8 here will be 0.08. If there is no any here in place of this number you have to put zeros. Same here 13.025. Here we have to find the place value of 5. So what is the place value of 5? Tens, hundreds, thousands. Means how many zeros are there in 1000? 3 zeros, means after from decimal after 3 number. So here in place of 13 you write here 0 point then 005. Nothing you have to do, you have to put zeros in place of others number and write the given place value of that number. So 100.25. Here you can see what is the place value of 2? Tens means place value of 2 will be 0.2. Here 100, in place of this 100 will write here 0 point and 2 as it is. And last question is your homework. You have to find the place value of in number 84.572. Here you have to find the place value of 2 in this question. Now question number 3, which is greater here. Greater means we have to compare 0.3 or 0.03. As we have seen that how to compare, first we'll compare the integral parts. Integral parts or the whole part means before decimal. After this, if the whole numbers are equal, then you have to see its decimal parts. So you can see by comparing whole number means this one before decimal. Here also 0, both are having 0, so 0 is equal to 0. It means both are equal. Now we'll compare its 10th digit. 10th digit means first digit after decimal. So here 3, and on second place in second number it is 0. Now compare 3 and 0. You can see that 3 is greater than 0. It means 0.3 is greater than 0.03. First you have to compare the whole number. After that you have to compare its 10th digits, place digits. Second one 0.8, 0.6. Here you can see the whole number or the complete integral part. Both are having 0, means 0 is equal to 0. We cannot say that which number is greater and which one is smaller. Now we'll compare its 10th place digit. 10th place digit is here 8 and here it is 6. So 8 is greater than 6. It means 0.8 is greater than 0.6. Then 9 or 0.9. Now you can see here 9 is given. It means it can be written as 9.0. Now we have to compare 9.0 and 0.9. So first we have to compare its integral part, means here it is 9 and in 0.9 the whole part is 0. So which is greater here? 9 is greater than 0. So 9 is greater than 0.9. Fourth one, 2.37, 2.48. Again same procedure. First we'll compare the whole number. Whole number means the first part before decimal. 2, both are having 2, means both are equal. Now we'll compare its 10th place digit, means 3 and 4. So 4 is greater than 3. It means 2.48 is greater than 2.37. Then 4.03 or 4.30. Here also you can see if we compare whole number, both are having same digit. Now we'll compare its 10th place digit. Here 0, 3. So 3 is greater than 0. It means 4.03 is less than 4.30 or 4.30 is greater than 4.03. Then 0.7 or 0.77. First we'll compare its whole number. 0, both are having 0, means 0 is equal to 0. Then we'll compare its next place. 7, 10th place. Both are having 7 on 10th place digit. So again it is 7 is equal to 7. Now you can see that here 0.7 is given. It means it is equal to 0.70. If there is no any digit is given, it means there will be 0 only. Now we have to compare 0.70 and 0.77. If you can see that the whole number and the 10th place digit both are equal. Now I'll proceed to the next place. Now I'll compare 100th place digit. Here no any number is given, it means it is 0, and here is 7. So you can see that 7 is greater than 0. So 0.7 is less than 0.77. Now question number 3. Express as rupees using decimal. Now the question is given in paise. You have to express in rupees. We know that 1 rupee is equal to how many paise? 100 paise. But here it is given in paise and we have to change into rupees. So if 1 rupee is 100 paise, so 1 paise will be rupees 1 upon 100. Here you have to take 100 to this side. Or you can write that if 100 paise is equal to rupees 1. So 1 paise. From many to 1 we have to find. It means you have to divide. So 1 upon 100 rupees. This 100 will come in denominator. So 1 paise will be 1 upon 100 rupees. So what will be the answer of 9 paise then? 9 upon 100. Or we can write how many zeros are there? 1, 2. So from the back, from the right, you have to put after 2 numbers the decimal. You can see only one single digit is given. Then you have to put here extra zeros. So 1, 2, then point. So 0.09 paise rupees will be equal to 9 paise. Second one, 8 rupees 8 paise. Again we know that 1 rupee is equal to 100 paise. So 1 paise will be rupees 1 upon 100. Here 8 rupees given already in rupees. So no need to change again. So we will write as it is rupees 8 plus. Now 8 paise we have to change into rupees. We know that 1 paise is 1 upon 100. So 8 paise will be 8 upon 100. Again how many zeros are there? 2 zeros. It means after 2 number you have to put decimal. So 8, 0.08. Now both are changed into rupees. Now we can add. So 8.08. Then 14 rupees 14 paise. Same as question number 2, you have to do that one. Then 75 paise. We know 1 rupee 100 paise or 1 paise is rupees 1 by 100. So 75 paise. Here you can see that 100 paise is given 1 rupee. So 1 paise means we have to find from many to 1. It means we have to divide by 100. After that from 1 to we have find for 75. Means from 1 to many. Now I'll multiply 1 by 100. So 1 by 100 by 75. or 75 upon 100. How many numbers are there? 2 zeros are there. So we have to put the decimal from the back after 2 numbers. So 1, 2. It means 0.75 rupees is equal to 75 paise. Then last one, 375 paise. Again 1 paise is 1 upon 100. So 375 paise will be 375 by 100. Again you can see 2 zeros are there. It means from the back we have to put the decimal after 2 numbers. So 1, 2. It will be 3.75. Same as question number 5, you have to solve the 6th question. Now question number 5, express in kg. It is given in gram, you have to change in kilogram. So first we will see the conversion unit. We know that 1 kg is equal to 1000 gram. Now we have to change here from smaller unit to greater unit. It means if we want to find from larger to smaller unit, we always multiply. We know that kilogram is greater than gram. It means 1 kg is equal to 1000 gram. You have to multiply. But in the question, we have to change from smaller unit to greater unit. Here gram is smaller than kg. It means you have to divide. Then 1 gram will be equal to how many kilogram? 1 upon 1000. Now it is for 1 gram. You have to find for how many grams? 300 gram. It means we have to multiply 1 upon 1000 by 300. If 1 gram is equal to 1 upon 1000 kilogram, so 300 gram will be how much? 300 multiply 1 upon 1000. You can see that we can cancel 2 zeros by 2 0. How many zeros are left? Only 1. 3 by 0. And here 1 0 is given. It means in 3 after 1 number we have to put decimal. So it can be written as 0.3. So answer will be 0.3 kg. Then 4875 gram. Again we know that 1 kg is 1000 gram. So 4875, 1 gram will be equal to 1 upon 1000 kg. So 4875 gram can be written as 4.875. How? Here it will come 3 zeros. Here 3 zeros are given. It means from the back we have to count 3 digits. 1, 2, 3. After that we have to put decimal. So 4.875 kilogram. The next 3 kg 9 gram. As we have seen in rupees and paise questions, here also 3 is given in kilogram already. Only we have to change 9 gram to kilogram. So for changing, what we have to do? We know that 1 gram is 1 upon 1000 kg. So 9 gram will be 9 upon 1000. So 3 kg plus 3 zeros are there. It means we have to put the decimal after 3 numbers. So 9, only single digit is given. It means we have to put extra 0. So 9, 0, 0.0. Now add this. So it will be as 3.009 kilogram. Now question number 6. Express 7 centimeter in meter and kilometer. For solving this type of question, first you should know the unit, the conversion of unit, that what is equal to, which unit is equal to which number. So we know that here it is given in centimeter, we have to change into meter and kilometer. So first we'll see the relation between centimeter and meter. We know that meter is greater than centimeter, and 1 meter is equal to how many centimeter? 100 centimeter. But here we have to change from centimeter to meter. It means we have to change from smaller to bigger unit. And we know that if we want to change from smaller to bigger unit, we always divide. So 1 centimeter will be equal to how many? 1 upon 100 meter. Or you can see that here 100 centimeter is equal to 1 meter. So 1 meter will be equal to, this 100 will come in denominator. 1 upon 100. 1 centimeter will be 1 upon 100 meter. It means if you want to change from centimeter to meter, you have to divide by 100 always. If 1 centimeter is 1 upon 100, so 7 centimeter will be 7 upon 100. If here 2 zeros are given, so you have to put the decimal after 2 number. So 0.07 meter. Now after changing this, we have to change in kilometer also. Now we'll see the relation between. Now we'll directly change 0.07 meter into kilometer. We know that 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. So 1 meter will be 1 upon 1000 kilometer. And here 0.07 meter we have to change into kilometer. So 0.07 meter it's equal to. Now we have to divide 0.07 by 1000. Now how many zeros are given? 1, 2, 3. It means after 0.07 is already given. Now we have to count 3 more digits. Means this will shift 3 digits ahead. So 1, 2, 3. It means it can be written as 0.00007. You can count how many zeros are there total? 3 and 2 already means 5 number. So 0.00007 kilometer. You have to count the number of zeros. After that you have to shift that number of times. Second one, express 75 millimeter in centimeter, meter and kilometer. So it is already given in millimeter. So first we have to change into centimeter. It means first we'll see the relation between millimeter and centimeter. We know that 1 centimeter is equal to how many millimeter? 10 millimeter. But we have to change from millimeter to centimeter. So first we'll find for 1 millimeter. So 1 millimeter will be 1 upon 10 centimeter. So 75 millimeter will be how much? Now again we have to find for 1 too many. It means 1 by 10 you have to multiply by 75. So 75 upon 10. How many zeros are there? Only 1 zero. It means after one number you have to put decimal. So 7.5 centimeter. So we have changed from millimeter to centimeter. Now we have to change into meter. So instead of changing from 75 millimeter to centimeter and kilometer directly, first we'll change into centimeter. After using centimeter, we will change this into meter. So we will see the relation between centimeter and meter. We know that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So 1 centimeter will be upon 1 upon 100. Now I'll change this one directly into meter. Now to take 75 millimeter. So 7.5 centimeter will be how much? Now divide 7.5 upon 100. How many zeros are there? 2 and 1 is already given after decimal. So count this 2 and plus 1, 3. So 3 zeros. It means after 3 number you have to put decimal. So 0.075 millimeter. Now we have to change into kilometer. So we know that 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. So 1 meter will be 1 upon 1000 kilometer. Now divide 0.075 by 1000. Here you can see, here after decimal 3 numbers are already given and 3 more extra zeros are given. It means you have to put the decimal after 6 number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here no any numbers are given, so it means you have to put zeros. So this is the answer. Now question number 7, add or subtract. As we have done simple type of addition subtraction, but here we have to do using decimals. So 7.52 plus 0.234. First you should know how to arrange this. You have to arrange the decimal after decimal. It means decimal should be in line with decimal only. 7.52 before decimal, which number is given here? 0. So 0.234. Here you can see no number is given after 2. It means it is 0. So 0 plus 4, 4. 2 plus 3, 5. 5 plus 2, 7. And 7 plus 0, 7.754. If there is no number is given there, it means it is 0. You have to take it as 0 only. Next, 3.45 plus 13.752. First you have to arrange this. So 3.45, 13.752. So you have to put decimal, arrange decimal after decimal. You can see decimal are in a line. Before this, here 3 and here 13. Here no numbers given, it means here it will be 0. And here also after 5, no e number, so we can write it as 0 only. So 0.2, 2, 5 plus 5, 10, 1 carry. So 7 plus 4, 11, 11 plus 1, 12. So 2, again 1 carry. So 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus 1, 7 and 1 as it is. So 17.202. Nothing you have to do. First you should know how to arrange the number. Then you can easily find the answer. And question number 4 is your homework. Same this question number 3rd we have done as first and second one only. Then 5th one, 2.03 minus 0.57. Here we have to subtract. So same, first we will arrange it 2.03 and we will put the decimal in a line, point with point. So 3 minus 7, can you subtract it? So we'll take borrow from 0. So it will be can written as 13. So 3 can be written as 13 and there will be left as 9 only. So 13 minus 7, 5, 9 minus 5, 4, and if we have taken 1 from 2, so here 1 is left. So 1 minus 0, 1. The next one, 11.73 minus 8.62. So here 3 minus 2, 1, 7 minus 6, 1, and 11 minus 8, 3. Same 6th and 7th one. First you have to arrange the decimals with point under a point, and first you have to arrange in a line with a point, then you have to subtract it. Then question number 8, Vijay went from place A to place B and from there to place C. A is 7.5 km from B and B is 12.7 km from C. Karan went from place A to D and from there to place C. D is 9.3 km from A and C is 11.8 km from D. Who travelled more and by how much? First you see, Vijay went from A to B, then from to C. First he went from A to B, then B to C. So A is 7.5 km from B. It means the distance between A and B is 7.5 kilometer. A to B is 7.5 kilometer. Then from B is 12.6 kilometer from C. It means the distance between B and C is 12.7 kilometer. Karan went from place A to D, then to C. It means Karan started from here A to D, then he went from D to C. So A to D, then from D is 9.3 kilometer from A. It means from A to D the distance is 9.3 kilometer and C is 11.8 kilometer from D. It means the distance from D to C is 11.8 kilometer. Now we have to see who travelled how much distance and by how many number. So first we will see from Vijay. From the question it is given that the distance travelled by Vijay is A to B, then B to C. It means AB plus BC. So AB is 7.5 kilometer and BC is 12.7 kilometer. So the total distance travelled by Vijay is 20.2 kilometer. So Vijay travelled 22 kilometer. Now we have to see for Karan. He went from A to D, then D to C. It means AD plus DC. And AD distance is given 9.3, DC is 11.8. So we have to add both the distance here. So 11.8 and 9.3. It means 21.1 kilometer. So Karan travelled 21.1 kilometer. Now we can see, compare this to 20.2 and 21.1 kilometer. Which is greater here? 21.1. It means Karan travelled more distance. So clearly Karan travelled more distance, and we have to find that how much distance he travelled more than Vijay. It means by finding the difference between that distance we can easily find. So 21.1 minus 20.2, 0.9 kilometer. It means Karan travelled 0.9 kilometer distance more than Vijay. Now the last question. Ritu bought 5 kg 300 gram apples, 3 kg 500 gram mangoes. Sheila bought 4 kg 800 gram apples and 4 kg 150 gram mangoes. Who bought more fruits and by how much? So first we will see the total fruits bought by Ritu and Sheila. So fruits bought by Ritu is apples and mangoes. How much? 5 kg 300 gram plus 3 kg 500 gram. So first we will change both in kilogram. So 5 kg is already given in gram. Only we have to change 300 and 500 gram into kilogram. We know that 1 kg is 1000 gram. So 1 gram will be 1 upon 1000 kg. It means if you want to change from gram to kilogram, you have to divide by 1000. So 300 gram. If 1 gram is 1 upon 1000, so 300 gram will be 300 upon 1000 kilogram. Same here, 500 upon 1000 kilogram. You can see that we can cut 2 zeros by 2 zeros. So how many zeros will be left here? 3 upon 10. It can be written as 0.3. Then plus 3 kg and same 500 upon 1000. 500 upon 1000. We can cut 2 zeros by 2 zeros. So left is 5 upon 10, or we can write it as 0.5 kg. Now 8. Now see that all are changed into kilogram. So we can add it. 5 plus 0.3, 5.3, 3 plus 0.5, 3.5, or 8.8 kg. So fruits bought by Ritu will be 8 kilogram, 8 gram. Now we'll see for Sala. She bought 4 kg 800 gram and 4 kg 150 gram mangoes. Again, first we have to change gram into kilogram. So we have to divide by 1000. So 4 and this are already given in kg. So directly we have to write as it is. So 4 plus 800 upon 1000. If we change into kilogram, it will be written as 0.8. Same here 0.150. Here 150 by 1000. How many zeros are there? 1, 2, 3. It means after 3 number you have to put decimal. So 1, 2, 3. It can be written as 0.150. Now add it. So 4 plus 0.8, 4.8 plus 4.150, 4.150. If we add, we'll get 8.950. So Shalla, now compare this 8.8 and 8.950. Here 8 is equal to 8. So we will compare its 10th digit. Here it is given 8 and it is 9. It means 8.950 is greater than 8.8 kg. So Sheila bought more fruits by Ritu. And we have to find how much. It means we have to find the difference. So 8.950 minus 8.8 kg. So it will come as 0.150 kg. Here you can see before decimal it is kilogram, and after the decimal the number is in gram. So it will be as 0.150 kilogram or 150 gram. So Sheila bought 150 gram more fruits than Ritu. So now we have completed our exercise 2.5. On the next day of our class, we will see our next exercise 2.6.